Wrestling Facebook page or just on powerbomb.tv. If you're listening on Facebook or YouTube, maybe you can go to powerbomb.tv because with the code NOVAPRO, you get 20 free days of powerbomb.tv. And that is a great price.
In the world of professional wrestling, you take opportunities when they're presented to you. When Bobby Shields was irate that NOVAPRO put him in a pre-show match against Ken Dixon at One Crazy Summer, he found a replacement backstage whose name he didn't even bother to learn. Little did Bobby know, he would be opening the door for a competitor that would later become a thorn in his partner's side. Sage Phillips, a graduate of the School of Rock Wrestling Academy in Lafayette, Indiana, took the opportunity to make a name for himself in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Although he was not victorious on this night, his tenacity won him the respect of the audience and the locker room as well. Sage would be invited back the following month for NOVAPRO's one-year anniversary show, where he helped lead a trio of underdogs to victory. Unfortunately for Sage, an ACL injury would put him on the shelf for over 6 months. Phillips would make his return to NOVAPRO the next year, and though it took a few months and a few tough outings to regain his footing, he was victorious in a 6-way match during the pre-show of Cool for the Summer and against Donovan Danhausen the following month at Nova Project 3. Sage was back on track, but he felt he needed to go backwards if he wanted to move forward. Sage would challenge Ken Dixon at Pumpkin Spice Lariats in hopes of defeating the man who he lost to in his debut. It was the Proficient One's main show debut, and he would slay the proverbial dragon in just 4 minutes, putting his past to rest. However, it would not be the last we would see of him that night. Logan Easton LaRoe is considered by many to be the ultimate opportunist in NOVAPRO. The champion of the 1% is one of a very select few who has been on every NOVAPRO event and the only person to have main evented all 3 installments of the Nova Project Anniversary Show. Logan gained a reputation for taking any opportunity he could to be victorious. It's a strategy that would turn the NOVAPRO fans against him, well, 99% of them at least. Despite his less than admirable actions, you can't argue with the results. Logan Easton LaRoe won the first ever Commonwealth Cup tournament in April, and in doing so was the first person to defeat Eric Royal in NOVAPRO history, ending his 567-day winning streak. Just a few months later, Logan would win the PWI Ultra J Championship from his rival Chet Sterling in NOVAPRO's first and to date only ladder match. After successfully defending the PWI Ultra J Championship twice in CWF Mid-Atlantic, Pumpkin Spice Lariats would mark the first time Logan would defend the title in NOVAPRO. Feeling confident from his earlier win, Sage Phillips would take the opportunity to get his first crack at the gold. Despite the odds, Sage pinned Logan and was declared the PWI Ultra J Champion. Unfortunately for him, thanks to intimidation from Logan's legal representation and fellow members of the 1%, NOVAPRO management were forced to reverse the decision, as the referee admittedly delivered a fast count after previous confrontations during the match. Sage knew he had to relinquish the title, not wanting his reign to begin with an asterisk. The following month, Logan and Sage would each recruit 2 partners to compete alongside in NOVAPRO's first ever triathlon match, a 2 out of 3 falls match comprised of a singles and a tag match, and a trios match for the 3rd fall if necessary. While Logan's hired hitman Gunnar Miller decimated Cabana Man Dan in the singles bout, Sage Phillips would pin Logan in back-to-back falls to win the match for his team, with the final fall showing Logan that Sage was also willing to do what it takes to be victorious. NOVAPRO management and the PWI sanctioning body agreed that this victory was enough to grant Sage another opportunity at Logan's Ultra J Championship. However, given the nature of his victory, it was decided that if Sage were to be disqualified, he would not receive another opportunity at the title as long as it was held by Logan Easton LaRoe. Nobody in NOVAPRO has made more of the opportunities given them than the champion of the 1% Logan Easton Moreau and the proficient Sage Phillips. On December 28th, they will do battle one more time for the Ultra J Championship at such great heights.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NOVAPRO Wrestling. Such great heights, streaming live worldwide on Powerbomb TV. We welcome our viewers all across the globe, watching us on Facebook, watching us on the NOVAPRO YouTube account, and of course, we thank our subscribers on Powerbomb TV. The first hour of this event is presented live, absolutely free across the globe. But if you have not yet done so, subscribe to Powerbomb TV right now. Use the code NOVAPRO and you can enjoy the entire event live from Annandale, Virginia, the biggest night in the history of NOVAPRO Wrestling. Fans are still filing in, and the energy in this room continues to grow. We will present 4 huge matchups in the next hour, one of which has led to quite a bit of debate online. Please welcome my guest at this time, Money Green. Money Green, you're looking spiffy as always. Now, it's 3 days after Christmas, but tonight, live on Powerbomb TV, you have called out, of all people, Santa Claus. Why?
You know, Money Green is not in the best of moods right now. Money Green has been a staple here at NOVAPRO Wrestling for what, 17, 18 shows now? 18 shows we've run up here. 18 shows, we grow more and more fans. We grow more and more people with the taste, quality, and talent to chant those words. I don't even have to say the words. The fans know what's going on. They know why they come to NOVAPRO now. They come for all the new and exciting talent that NOVAPRO brings. They also come dressed to impress with dollar bill jackets and money green shirts. They come to see Money Green. They come to see the talent that we bring, and I am here each and every time to entertain you. I am here each and every time to put my body on the line for you. This is what I do for NOVAPRO. This is what I do for all of the consumers out there. This is what I do everywhere I go. Three shows ago, I had NOVAPRO booking and NOVAPRO agents come to me and say, Money Green, you're the man around here. Money Green, you get everybody up on their feet. Money Green, you get everyone chanting what you want them to chant. And we have the best idea in the world for you today, Mr. Money Green. They said, we're going to put you in the ring with Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Let me ask everybody out there, has anyone seen the work of Santa Claus in this ring? Has anyone seen Santa Claus climb into this ring after 3 days of cookies and milk and reindeer corn, get in there and entertain anyone? It's after Christmas. He only entertains 1 day out of the year. 1 day. I entertain 365 days out of the year. So you think you've got the best idea in the world to put Santa Claus in here with one of the top quality wrestlers anywhere to be seen, anywhere. From Chicago to California to New York to here in Virginia. I do my job, and I entertain these fans, and I get in the ring, and I perform to the best of my ability, which is better than 80% of what you'll see on the road today. Everyone here knows, wherever I go, I have plans, I have ideas, and I have ways like Pink in the Brain to conquer the world. And tonight is no different. Everyone here will see what I have in store for tonight for Santa Claus. Everyone here will pay attention, even those sitting on their cell phone right now, taking notes and spreading the world. Oh, no, don't boo him, don't boo him, don't boo him. He's doing what half the crowd does. They are spreading the word of what Money Green is doing right now to the world. Along with the TV, along with the Facebook, he is posting what I am doing, keeping everybody in check on my movements and what I'm doing, keeping them wanting to come back. Well, guess what? Later tonight, you will see what I have in plan for Santa Claus. You will see what one of the best brains, mouths, and entertainers has in store for Jolly Saint Nick. Until then, enjoy this future entertainment, enjoy all the concessions, enjoy photo ops, enjoy those cards with the 1%, which I love you guys, by the way. I mean, I can't hate. They're filled with money, and who, of course, doesn't like that?
Ladies and gentlemen, Money Green. NOVAPRO Wrestling, are we ready for our opening contest of the evening? The first match is the Lucas Calhoun Karate Kumite Invitational. So, without
Ladies and gentlemen, I am sitting next to the Wrestling Dictionary, Dylan Hales. I am your hero, Jason Heat. And as Lucas Calhoun makes his way to the ring, we are here live, not only on NOVAPRO's YouTube channel, not only on the Independent Wrestling Facebook page, but of course on Powerbomb TV for the biggest night in NOVAPRO history. This is such great heights. We are in the pre-show right now that you can see on all three of those platforms, but when you want to see the main show, starting at 8 o'clock tonight, you have to watch on Powerbomb TV. You can sign up right now with the code NOVAPRO for 20 days free. Dylan Hales, talk to me about the Kumite Invitational.
I mean, this is going to be a crazy one. I don't even know what the rules for this matchup are. Lucas Calhoun has basically dictated this contest. We don't have a clear structure of what's going to happen. I think he's just going to line guys up and take them out. We've got Bro Keller here. Bro Keller's out. He's coming to the ring. He's sort of a first-timer here at NOVAPRO, high-energy guy. I don't know what to expect here in the opening moments of this contest. I don't know where we're going to go. Is it going to be one at a time? Is it going to be a gauntlet format? It'll be interesting to see how this develops.
Lucas Calhoun has challenged all comers. The first man to accept the challenge, please welcome Bro Keller.
Looks like this will indeed be a gauntlet match, and first up is Bro Keller from my home state of Maryland, so I gotta say I'm a little partial. Crab cakes, football, and beatdowns. That's what Bro Keller is planning to bring.
Well, I don't know if he's got that kind of technique, though. Lucas Calhoun, of course, a real karate stylist, if you will. I think very versatile skill set here. I've never quite seen that technique in a karate invitational setting. Maybe a first, trying to psych Lucas out early here, Bro Keller.
Bro Keller going for some moves early on, and oh no, we've seen that before.
That's almost not quite that deadly one-inch punch, but that's close. He's got to watch for that, a heart punch variation there.
Now, I have to tell you, we have no idea who we are going to see, and I don't think that Lucas Calhoun does either. We don't know how many participants. We don't know who's going to be in this match. All we know is that Lucas Calhoun decided he would stack him up and try and knock him down.
Nice combination. They're stacking him up Mr. Perfect style with that neck snap into that seated drop kick. Lucas Calhoun on the defensive early. Maybe not something we would have expected here. This is, after all, his match. Maybe underestimating Bro Keller early here?
That's the thing. When you call your shot, you got to take it, and you got to win, or else you're going to be mighty embarrassed.
Excellent technique there, though, Jason. Did you see the torque he got?
He is the karate expert of NOVAPRO, and oh no.
Bro can't just sit here for this.
I don't think he's taking this seriously.
Is he aware you're supposed to move at this stage? Look. That's not good.
The countdown has begun.
Not good. There he goes!
Like a bomb going off in his chest, Bro Keller is down for the 3 count, and the first man in the Kumite Invitational has taken a nap.
Bro Keller rolling out of the ring here. Lucas Calhoun saying, bring who's next. Looks like we've got Isaiah Frazier next up. Now, he has a boxing background.
He does. And there's something very specific about his trainer that he told you earlier today.
Yeah, he told me earlier that his boxing trainer is something of an Elvis aficionado, so this could be a way for him to strike revenge against his boxing trainer. Not that his boxing trainer is Lucas Calhoun, but he may see some resemblance there.
You see, you think it's an opportunity. You think it might be an opportunity to work out some of his old issues, but I think this might be a traumatic event. He's going up against a man that might look like a father figure to him. Can he oh
no, he's got to move. He's got to move.
Isaiah had to be watching in the back. I have to assume he's not going to make the same mistake.
He cannot fall for this.
Oh!
Hidden. He stuck him. Brutal right jab. This is a trained boxer. Nice belly to back suplex, dead center of the ring.
As long as Lucas Calhoun stays in this match, every consecutive man that comes in actually has an advantage. Not just because they're fresh, but because they've got a chance to watch, see what tricks he's done in the previous opponents. So we'll see how that plays out. Every person Lucas beats, he gains momentum, but he loses the advantage of surprise.
Nice knee coming out. A rollover escape. super athleticism on display so far from Isaiah Frazier. He's one of the more underrated guys in Nova Pro. He's slowly sort of worked his way up and become a player on this roster. This is a big event for him.
He's trying to find a signature win. He's had different mentors throughout his career here, but we've been told that at this point now, Isaiah Frazier is a free agent, and he's still trying to find that moment to really solidify his spot on the card here in Nova Pro.
Nice reversal. He may be targeting that neck. Caught him right, it looked like maybe in the ear from our vantage point. Nice chop. Laying in for some more karate. Big kick to the head.
The song's so nice, he'd play it twice or 3 times over. Depends on how he's feeling funky tonight.
Isaiah Frazier clearly rattled at this point, trying to shake off the cobwebs.
One might say shake, rattled, and possibly rolled.
One might indeed say that. Avoids that spinning back fist. Nice underneath into a waist lock.
Look at that power, a German suplex.
You know, sometimes I criticize guys for not holding onto a bridge, but in that case, I actually think the depth that he got on that German suplex, it was probably more brutal to release it. Lucas Calhoun's in serious trouble at this point.
And the chances are at this point he is not.
Nice lariat.
Very nice. He has not gotten enough damage on Lucas Calhoun to get a pin. Oh no, he's going to this again for that 1-inch punch. You got to get out of the way, Isaiah.
You got to move.
You got to go.
Oh! He seized up and then just collapsed in a heap. That's got to be it. It's deadly. That's it.
Isaiah Frazier has been eliminated, and we understand we have one more competitor who has answered the challenge.
What's this?
I don't recognize his music.
I think I do recognize this music, actually.
Yeah?
This sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know why this person would be here.
I don't know. I'll tell you, if you know it, you know more than me, but you are the Wrestling Dictionary.
It is! It's Dick Justice!
That's Dick Justice!
Dick Justice is at such great heights! I've got to say, I would not have expected him to answer this Karate Gauntlet Challenge, although he is one of the most versatile performers in all of professional wrestling. Lucas Calhoun is clearly surprised here. I do not think he saw this coming.
I don't think any of us saw it coming. It's a shock, but it makes sense. Whenever there might be the possibility of a miscarriage of justice, Dick Justice is there to solve the crime and make sure that the perp does the time. But in his off hours, he's not only a karate expert, but a dancing champion. It makes perfect sense.
Oh. Psychological technique. You can't do that to the United States.
A man's bandana is only secondary to a man's fanny pack in terms of personal importance. That was a shot across the bow.
I mean, this is a legitimate shock. You usually know when police are around, Jason, with your record, and you had no clue Dick Justice was here. He's able to block this first karate strike attempt early.
I mean, I actually have to leave as soon as this match is over before Dick Justice sees me. I'm very concerned now.
Another block. You might say these guys have well scouted each other.
Just expert technique back and forth here.
This Nova Pro crowd is going insane. Incredible. Not, you know, it's kind of like watching a Ricky Steamboat deep arm drag. The technique level there, super impressive.
It's the level of mental focus that's really important right now. You see,
went for a kick up to that heart area. He likes to target that chest, right to the knee.
Can't kick if you don't have a knee.
Yeah, a karate stylist is at a severe disadvantage if you take out a leg.
Yeah.
That is true. This might be a good strategy here by Dick Justice early. And clearly dictating the pace, I might add. I think he definitely wants to slow it down.
You take away a man's keys, he can't play the piano. You take a man's knee, he can't do the karate. It's what I always said. You know, it's what I've always been told. It's what I've always learned.
We want to thank all our fans again for joining us on Nova Pro's YouTube page, on the Independent Professional Wrestling Facebook group, and as well at Powerbomb.tv. Again, we want to remind you to subscribe to Powerbomb.tv to see the rest of this great event, Such Great Heights, starting the full main show starting at 8 p.m. on Powerbomb.tv. You can use the code NOVAPRO for 20 free days of that excellent service. Over a dozen Nova Pro events already available on Powerbomb.tv, including the critically acclaimed Nova Project 3. We are on a test of strength. Dig Justice and Lucas Calhoun.
All right, looking at these two folks just off the bat, Dylan, who do you think has the advantage? Which of these things have the muscle mass to be the strongest?
I would think that Calhoun might be a slightly better technician, but Dig Justice has that size. He's a burly man, and they're talking trash. They're sticking with this. This is like Regal and Finley in a collar and elbow.
They're not letting go.
Sauntering over to the front row almost. This is a test of wills. We've got that heavy-duty caution tape here at NOVAPRO. We gotta be careful. I don't want anybody to crash into that too hard.
It's like their mirror images just perfectly aligned.
You could say that, in fact. They're maybe going to take a seat here.
They're working their way into the crowd, and no, it's fair. It's been a hard-fought match.
They've still got the knuckles locked on one hand, taking a little bit of a break. These guys are in excellent cardiovascular condition, but sometimes after a brutal hold and exchange like this, you just got to take some time to cool off, regain your energy.
It's the immovable force meets the irresistible object. These two people are putting a tremendous amount of pressure, knuckle to knuckle, wrist to wrist. They're going. You can't imagine how much tension this is causing on their bodies, the wear and tear, the cardio that this takes.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Hurtling over the caution tape again. So our fans take their seats back in the front row here at NOVAPRO.
Like Olympic-level leapers over that caution tape, let me tell you. These are two of the...
They have ups, as the kids said, like
finest calisthenics that I have seen so far today. They are still completely even. Watch this, just going inch for inch on this test of strength.
So look at Dig Justice's chest. He seems to be puffing it out. Maybe trying to get some toxic
almost going
masculinity
for a pinfall there, and instead kind of twisting up.
They're caught up in the ropes. The official's letting this go. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to intervene at this point. But none of these willpower.
Listen, have you ever watched a Godzilla movie? You don't get in the way. You stay out from underfoot. That is what we are watching here.
Yeah, that's hard to argue against, frankly. Dig Justice got Lucas down to one leg. Calhoun back up. Nice reversal out. This is the high kick. Here comes the jab flurry. Dig Justice known for this. Wind up. Bam! Right there with that big left winding hook. He may be studying.
Oh, he just pulled out the arms. Guns are drawn, ladies and gentlemen.
Is this legal?
Oh. It's a stalemate.
Is this illegal in a karate gauntlet? We get an official ruling on this?
Everything is legal in the Kumite, Dylan. Thought you knew the rule book.
Very blood sport. Asked me to go into a Taipei death match next at the pace this is going.
Bombs versus guns. We're changing positions.
This crowd is, I think, a little alarmed. They don't know who's going to make the first move here.
It's like a battle between two samurais.
Yeah.
Oh, and a sign of respect as these two great gunmen shake hands. Oh. And salute each other.
Respecting each other's discipline there, you might say. Now, that is very much what you would expect in a karate tournament.
It looks like Dick's leaving.
That's it. All about respect, I guess.
A respectful draw.
Again, we didn't know what the rules were coming in. I'm not sure I know the rules now, but...
You heard it straight from referee Bishop. The first annual Lucas Calhoun Karate Kumite Invitational is a no contest.
There you go. When you have that degree of respect for your opponent, sometimes you don't want to fight to the death, and I think that may have actually been a requirement of that match. We may have seen two men injured with that one-inch punch earlier.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our special challenge match. Please welcome back Money Green.
All right, we got Money Green coming back out here. We heard him sort of banter the crowd into submission earlier tonight. He's got a beef with Santa Claus. Doesn't think Santa's paid his dues here at NOVAPRO.
Well, I got to agree with him. I ain't seen Santa in a ring. I've seen Santa do some marvelous things, but I'm Jewish, so he's never done any of them for me. So I got to tell you, I think Money Green is the man to show Santa that for all of his mighty powers and abilities, he is leaving a lot of money left on the table by not approaching the other members of the population that don't happen to buy into his Christmas miracles.
Okay, fair enough. But Santa's brother, Santa Claus, is, of course, a former WWE superstar, so he definitely wrestling does run in his family, of course. I'm shocked that NOVAPRO officials gave Money Green a live mic to denigrate Santa Claus at the beginning of this show. I was not expecting that, and I have no clue what to expect here, because to call out Santa Claus 3 days after Christmas, I mean, I don't care what your position is on Christmas. That's a little excessive.
It's a perfect strategy. You don't want to call out Santa before Christmas. He's training. He's doing his stuff.
Left
afterwards.
Money in the ring.
Yeah, he did.
I don't understand what this is. Oh, what is this idiot doing?
Why?
We've dealt with Josh Fuller and Fuller House, the entitled Crab Wrestling owner, before, and I would note that he's got Mike Mars, modern vintage wrestling star, CWF Mid-Atlantic wrestling star, and to my mind, one of the biggest up-and-coming prospects in the Carolinas. Has he got him on the payroll now, too?
Mike Mars is a heck of a talent, and Josh Fuller is a heck of a frustration and annoyance. I thought we were live on Powerbomb TV, not Netflix.
What's your business out here? My name is Josh Fuller, and my daddy bought me crab wrestling. I know that my champion's not here, so my daddy went out and he bought me a replacement for the night. This is Mike Mars. Mars! Yeah. You know what, Santa? I wrote my list, I checked it twice, and you still put me on the naughty list. So now I have to ruin this late Christmas for all of you. Because Santa Claus isn't even back there.
I'm already sick of hearing him talk.
Listen, I'm no fan of Santa Claus, but I'm less of a fan of Josh Fuller, that's for sure.
What we got going on here? We've got Santa. Santa is, in fact, here.
And that's what I'm saying. Look at that poundage. You want to take Santa out after Christmas. He's eating all the milk. He's eating all the cookies.
Is Santa bribing Brad Stutz? What? He is, in fact, gifting people in the front row here at NOVAPRO.
Well, that's what you have to do to get people to like you when you leave out so much of the population. You got to give.
What is that, an Etch-a-Sketch? What's he got?
This is really disappointing. This means he made the elves work after Christmas, and I don't think they got overtime to have this much extra stuff on him.
Is it unprofessional if I raise my hands and try to get a gift? I don't know what the rules are on that. Josh Fuller seems very upset by this, I might add. He is...
I'm still not sure where Money Green went.
He left that dollar, or I don't know if it was $100 or what. I couldn't tell from my vantage point. He left it in the ring. Josh Fuller chased it to the ring, then took the mic and just, I guess, decided that he's got an issue with Santa Claus now.
Santa, you're here. It looks like the fight is on, but it's going to be 1.5 on 1.
Well, let me say right now, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Amen.
It's hard to argue with that one.
Another thing, Money Green, he's back out of this fight, and of course I come all the way from the North Pole for this fight. But I'm kind of glad he did it away because old Slim ain't feeling too good this year. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at my sack and I'm going to see what I can find. And see if I can get some help out here and take care of these naughty ones.
Okay, Santa's got a plan here. He's digging in his sack, and he's looking for somebody to team with him, I guess, against these guys. I
hope he picks out Z-Bots. I want to see Z-Bots fight Josh Fuller.
pay to see anybody beat up Josh Fuller, frankly. But
absolutely.
Mike Mars is a tall order, though. Whoever he's got planned or whatever he's got planned is not going to be easy. He's still digging.
We got a Santa sack.
Something in that sack.
Having trouble. Maybe one of the elves tied a special knot.
Santa's not much left in Santa's sack. I wonder where that.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. That's a sandwich.
That's 2 sandwiches.
He might be summoning a certain force back to Nova Pro after a long time away.
1 sandwich is a meal, but 2 sandwiches make a squad. That's Aaron Biggs and the Mecha Mercenary. The Sandwich Squad have returned to Nova Pro, and today they are Santa's little hamburger helpers.
They are indeed. Welcome back to the Sandwich Squad, one of the most popular tag teams in all of Nova Pro. We've seen the Carnies here. We've seen the Ugly Ducklings here. Of course, we saw Cutie and the Beast before they unfortunately broke up and had their issues. But the Sandwich Squad have had a special attachment to this crowd. It's official. The bell is rung. We've got the Sandwich Squad here up against Big Mike Mars and Josh Fuller. Josh Fuller has got to be feeling like an idiot now because he's in a fight with 3 other very big men.
The man in the mask is the Mecha Mercenary. The man with Aaron Biggs on his back is appropriately Aaron Biggs, because otherwise that would be really confusing. And Josh Fuller is the man with Josh Fuller on his butt. And I am hoping that the Sandwich Squad don't fill up on sandwiches and kind of just eat Josh Fuller right here.
Well, that could happen. Mecha, I've seen him go to town on a sandwich twice the size of Josh Fuller, just throwing him around like he's nothing. Fuller's disoriented, to put it very, very mildly.
How disappointed is Josh Fuller? His dad goes out and buys him one of the most impressive young talents, a beast of a man in Mike Mars, only to have to go up against 2 genuine grade A tanks in Aaron Biggs and the Mecha Mercenary.
What is he doing? Why would you even try a waist lock?
He's being an idiot. He's being an idiot.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Fantastic.
Put some double meat on it, maybe. Aaron Biggs wants in on this. Got a Subway right around the corner.
This is an all-you-can-eat buffet of pain right now taking place upon the poor body of Josh Fuller.
God.
The wind-up and the explosion.
God, that's nasty.
Just capillaries bursting like fireworks in that poor man-boy's chest.
Covering up his face, a little hockey style there. Mecha Mercenary lighting him up.
I don't even think we're going to see Mike Mars in this match.
Mike Mars may just want to go take a nap or do something else.
Easiest night of work for that man.
It's order! God! Unbelievable.
Called Dick Justice back. There's been a miscarriage. And there, finally, crawling on hands and knees, we see Mike Mars getting a tag.
Now, we have to be careful. This could be a fight here. This is something to be fight. Mike Mars is a fierce competitor. 2 big men just slugging it out. Nice forearm.
Mike Mars is one of the best. Like you've said, we've seen him a lot in CWF Mid-Atlantic, where he has been making a name in the Rising Generation League. And just a heck of a talent, a rugged guy. He's not going to be intimidated by the size of the Sandwich Squad. Problem is that it's still 2 against 1 for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, he's not going to back down to anybody, but it won't matter. We got this Kabashi-style chops by Aaron Biggs. This crowd is fired up to see the Sandwich Squad back here. It's a huge surprise. No one expecting this. We've already got 2 major surprises here at such great heights. Imagine what you're going to see on the main show starting at 8 p.m. on Powerbomb.tv. Again, go subscribe right now. Use the promo code NOVAPRO for 20 free days. Use hashtag Such Great Heights to join us in the conversation on Twitter.com tonight.
Remember, we are live right now, not only on Powerbomb TV, but also Nova Pro's YouTube channel and the Independent Wrestling Facebook page. But the only way to watch the main card featuring matches that I am incredibly excited to see, like Jimmy Jacobs making his Nova Pro debut against Tim Donst, and our main event for the Powerbomb TV Independent Championship as stalwart favorite, the gatekeeper of Nova Pro, Sanjay Dutt, takes on the Octopus Jonathan Gresham. You can only see those matches tonight if you order and subscribe on Powerbomb TV right now.
Now, these two guys that are in the ring right now, Mecha Mercenary and Mike Mars, they have an issue in the CWF Rumble earlier this year at CWF Mid-Atlantic. Mike Mars, I believe, was able to kind of take out the trash and get Mecha out of that one. There's a personal issue at play here. Why is he tagging back into Josh Fox?
I don't know.
Finally
man.
able to inflict some damage there on the big man.
Maybe he thought he had taken Mecha down more. Maybe Josh said that that was one of the requirements of pay. Does he have to get a certain amount of ring time? I don't have any idea what this kid is doing.
Throwing him away like nothing, like trash, which may in fact be true. You gotta beef with Santa, you gotta beef with me. Mike Mars pulls him out of the way. Mecha takes
You're
that
fighting
turnbuckle
Mecha
hard.
Mercenary, you're just gonna go up and have some beef, that's for sure.
Right into the turnbuckle, using the ring as a weapon. Very smart strategy. Some of the smarter pro wrestlers around will do that. Mike Mars, maybe smarter beyond his age in the business so far. Those tactics to his advantage.
And give, listen, and I'm loath to do this and I'm upset to do this, but give Josh Fuller some degree of credit for everything he is not. He is a master manipulator. He is someone who gets what he wants, and when he wants to win a match, he will find a way to do it.
He is, in fact, a very smart kid. A smart aleck, you might say, as well.
Well, he has his own playground. Crowd Wrestling, one of NOVAPRO's kind of cousin promotions. That's the promotion that Josh Fuller was talking about. His daddy bought him. He's got his own whole little kingdom, but that's not enough. He has to try and come here and conquer NOVAPRO as well. And when you have chess pieces on the board like Mike Mars, that is a real possibility.
Huge big boot by Mecha there. Josh Fuller doesn't even know it. Oh, no. Oh! Got him again on the backswing. Literally using Josh Fuller as a weapon. That's a terrible place to be.
Oh!
He just adjusts the attitude of Mike Mars, you might say there.
God, right in the solar plexus of Mike Mars right there. And now both members of the Sandwich Squad are in.
Double body attack. They're just taking turns at this stage. Biggs almost swallowed Fuller whole there. They've taken Mars out.
We talked about revenge for that elimination in the CWF Rumble. Now you see Mike Mars going up top, and Josh Fuller is not where he wants to be.
Welcome to NOVAPRO.
Two meat machines.
It's academic, as they say. That's it. I gotta say, I'm not surprised to see that result at this stage. I figured the squad were not going to let the fans down in the return to NOVAPRO. I think it's been maybe since August since we've seen them here. Such stalwart key figures in the rise of NOVAPRO. So glad to see them back this holiday season with really a dominant performance against Mike Mars and that punk Josh Fuller.
And they've arrived back into a promotion that has a thriving tag scene with new teams coming in all the time, and especially the Ugly Ducklings. I think that there is not a single team in the last year and a half of NOVAPRO that has made an impact like the Ugly Ducklings, and we have yet to see them go up against the Sandwich Squad.
That's true. That's a great point, and they've gotten their bounty. We know what Santa used to bribe them, to pay them off. They're good guys. They probably would have come and fought for Santa anyway. But, man, that extra incentive of a double meat sub.
Some men fight for pride, some men fight for money, but these two machines fight for the power of the sandwich, man. That was weird. I'm going to acknowledge it. We're...
Watching us. If you are watching us on Powerbomb TV, you're good. You're going to get the full event, the biggest card in the history of NOVAPRO Wrestling that kicks off shortly after the top of the hour. But if you're watching us on Facebook, if you're watching us on YouTube, you must go to Powerbomb.tv and subscribe using the code NOVAPRO, and you can check out such great hype in its entirety. What do you draft? Super Pro Money Tonight?
understand that you have gotten several requests since the news broke earlier this afternoon that Chet Sterling would not be here to be your partner. We're going to put you on the spot right here on Powerbomb TV, right here on Facebook, and right here on YouTube. Have you been able to secure a tag team partner for later tonight?
Well, to answer your question, Brad, I have been getting a lot of calls and messages today, and it does seem like I do have a partner. I do have somebody that stepped up to the plate tonight to tag with the Ace Supreme to take on the Ugly Ducklings. And ladies and gentlemen, it is none other than David Starr! Don't be shy, man.
Huge, another big surprise here at such great heights.
This is a dream team, though.
It is.
You sure?
Eric Rowe going back to check on this. See, he may have to drag David Starr out here. This is a legitimately a huge surprise.
Guys, I found him. I found my tag team partner right here. There he is, my man.
Literally a last-second addition to the card here, folks.
David Starr, wrestlers from all over the globe, going to be part of this huge pay-per-view tonight. Welcome back to NOVAPRO.
Well, I'm pretty exhausted to just get back from London, but I felt like NOVAPRO needed something. I felt like you needed something, and I think it was the cream in your coffee, your favorite wrestler, the physical embodiment of charisma, the most entertaining man in professional wrestling, the Bernie Sanders of professional wrestling, Mr. American Rana, Davey Wrestling. The main event, I'm really good at Twitter. The king of taunts, the product, David Starr. And tonight, David Starr and Eric Royal are going to prove why we are really good at professional wrestling.
We're trying to tell y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Tonight, the Ugly Ducklings take on David Starr and Eric Royal. You can only see that match if you subscribe to Powerbomb.tv right now.
Absolutely huge announcement.
Last time that we saw David Starr here in NOVAPRO, he was going up against Tim Donst. Now tonight, Tim Donst goes up against Jimmy Jacobs, and David Starr teams with Eric Royal against the Ugly Ducklings.
The third major surprise already on this show. Dick Justice here, the Sandwich Squad returning. Now we've got David Starr returning to NOVAPRO. Again, if you want to see this main show, just coming up imminently, go to Powerbomb.tv now, subscribe now, use NOVAPRO for your promo code 20 free days.
Anarchy Wrestling Triple Crown. Let's bring out both champion and challenger.
Okay, we're ready for the Anarchy Triple Crown title match, and this is one that I'm very, very much looking forward to. At this point, we've got two great talents from Anarchy coming in. Just so our listeners at home are aware, we do have to mute the audio on these entrances for copyright reasons to keep everything legal and kosher here, so we can give this to you on the NOVAPRO YouTube channel, on Facebook, / Independent Wrestling. So this is a huge match, though, as we've got two of the top performers in the Southeast and two actual Anarchy Wrestling stalwarts. This is an interesting dynamic, as we're going to have AJ Gray up against the Anarchy Triple Crown champion, Gunnar Miller. Now a 1%er here in NOVAPRO, Gunnar Miller.
Absolutely. It used to be the trifecta of the 1%, but now it is the quartet, as Bobby Shields, Alexander James, and Logan Easton LaRoe have welcomed the corporate captain, Gunnar Miller. You see, with Gunnar Miller is Bobby Shields. He's the man who kind of got actually everything rolling in terms of our PWI Ultra J Championship match tonight by bringing out Sage Phillips a long time ago that began the rivalry between Phillips and LaRoe. But we see now they have added this fourth member And I got to tell you, what an incredible addition is Gunnar Miller. You have known him for a long time. I've only recently begun to make his acquaintance. And the corporate captain is an incredible draft pick for the 1%. This is the first of 3 title matches that we have coming up tonight, and the first opportunity of 3 matches for the 1% to get some momentum.
This is really a legitimately huge matchup. I mean, Gunnar Miller has taken this Anarchy Triple Crown, and he has really made it a title that means something beyond just the confines of the famous church, the Landmark Arena in Cornelia, Georgia. You can check out the Anarchy Wrestling back catalog on that at powerbomb.tv. So if you subscribe using that NOVAPRO promo code, you can go enjoy some Anarchy as well. This is really fascinating. These guys have wrestled in an Anarchy Triple Crown title match before Gunnar Miller was able to defeat AJ, and AJ really had to chase him here. They have similar backgrounds. They're both former college football players. They're both deceptively great athletes. I mean, you look at them and know they're great athletes, but the things these guys can do are unbelievable. 2 of the best at the South coming here to the upper regions of the Mid-Atlantic to show everybody in this area what not just Anarchy, but Southern wrestling is all about.
These 2 are kind of like the transformers of professional wrestling, more than meets the eye, and that is impressive because there is a lot for the eye to see. You see Haas emboldened on that man's tights. That is Gunnar Miller, and Haas indeed. Big men doing big things tonight here at NOVAPRO.
You're not kidding. These are 2 heavy hitters, and I happen to know for a fact that one of AJ Gray's personal goals is to win this Anarchy Triple Crown. He very much respects the lineage that comes out of Cornelia. Stars like AJ Styles, of course, getting their start there. People like Abyss, R-Truth, who've gone on to do huge things in professional wrestling. This is big to him. He wants to be part of that lineage, and in order to do that, he's going to have to defeat Gunnar Miller here tonight. And we might add, Gunnar Miller, we talked earlier, 3 title matches. 2 of those title matches we will see on the show, including this one, have champions coming into the night that are 1%ers. The other, of course, being Logan East LaRoe, who will take on Sage Phillips later on the main card. Very rare to see Gunnar Miller overpower.
You were saying that this is one of his big goals, and I would say, of course it is, but I would give a lot of credit to Gunnar Miller for taking this title and taking it around the country and building this title up, and that's what you do. You hydrate. When you are a member of the 1%, you get all the amenities that there are to offer, and you don't wrestle unless you have the opportunity to properly hydrate. I encourage and applaud this strategy.
The Teflon Don giving him some Fiji water, I might add. He would want me to mention that. And getting him back into the spirit of things. Look, Gunnar Miller is a freak athlete. This was
it's all strategy. It's always a plan with the 1%, Dylan.
You know what? It's when you've got 2 great athletes, 2 guys with the pedigrees these 2 guys have, sometimes that psychological advantage is what makes the difference. And now he's got him in a good position here with this headlock, a tight headlock. A little Ed Strangler Lewis style here from Gunnar Miller.
Anything that you can do to get an advantage over an opponent that doesn't outright break the rules is a strategic and tactical advantage, and that is why he is the captain of the ship.
I've got to say, at this pace, as things are speeding up, I think this is to AJ's advantage. Big up and over. Josie Doe off the ropes.
That's exactly what you were saying. It's incredible speed that these 2 big guys are going, and AJ Gray is the first one to land a hard shot.
Gunnar ran right through that drop kick, too. I watched his face wince on impact. Up and over by AJ. Hitting those ropes hard. Nice leg lariat. He's got him in the middle of the ring here. I don't want to underplay that. When you're in the middle of the ring after a high-impact move like that, that can be it.
No, I was very surprised not to see Gunnar kick out because Gunnar is a phenomenal champion, but just to see anyone be able to get up after that impact, those are not small thighs, one might say, that AJ Gray possesses, and those work as some clubbing blows, especially when they're landing on your head, man.
He had him up in that belly-to-belly suplex position. I think he realized the ropes were there and said, no, I'm going to take advantage of it. Oh, my God.
You were mentioning earlier, not sure about releasing a German, but I think he made the right call there. You see that impact on that neck and the back of the head.
AJ Gray almost flew out of the ring. I mean, that is serious impact.
AJ Gray's impressive. He is so powerful, but he's also so fast. What is your strategy for taking out a guy who's able to hit you with the power game and able to hit you with the high-flying moves?
Being stronger. I mean, that's the strategy. I mean, Gunnar Miller holds the weight room record at UTC to this day. He played linebacker. That means he's beating, like, offensive linemen, shifting around weights. This guy can throw anybody around. Big open hand slap there.
I mean, take nothing away from AJ Gray. This is anybody's match, but Gunnar Miller is the complete package. I have not left a single time seeing him in the ring feeling anything other than incredibly impressed, like I am in the presence of a future all-time great.
AJ Gray asking the crowd if they want another chop here.
Well, asking these savages what they want is not how we should do things.
No, and that cost him there. That cost him. That delay really hurt him. He should not have bothered. I'm all for being interactive with the crowd, but there's times when you've just got to go for it. You've got somebody hurt, continue to inflict that damage.
They heard that chop in the nation's capital, by the way. Oh, gosh.
Really dictating the pace. As long as this stays at a slower pace, it's to Gunnar's advantage. If it speeds up, it's at AJ's advantage.
And only by inches, though, because you're right. AJ is quicker. Oh, going for that pin.
Should have hooked the leg. That was a great technique on that deep power slam, almost a Buzz Sawyer style power slam, but you got to hook the leg on that cover.
But we were saying just by inches is he faster. Just kind of like by inches is Gunnar stronger. They are so evenly matched. They do have advantages and they do have weaknesses, but they're not statistically incredibly different.
No, I agree with that. I mean, they both got the college football background, both athletic and well-rounded in a variety of ways. This is, in many ways, a pick-up.
And when you were saying before, these are two Anarchy superstars. These are two of their home guys. But I would give Gunnar, at this point, the home team advantage here. He has found a place here at the 1%. He has been opened into that gated community. They opened those gates wide. They opened the second set of gates wide. They even opened the third gates wide. They gave him a bottle of champagne and said, Gunnar, you come and be a part of this team. You make plays for us, and we will give you bottled water to spit in people's faces. That is what happens when you become a member of the 1%. You get good water, Dylan. We don't have good water.
There's no question that they do have higher quality water than us. Right now, this is a high quality chin lock. AJ back to a vertical base, fighting out. Nice chop. That was way up high, almost a throat chop there.
A little bit of a receipt for some of those earlier hits.
Big back elbow, though. And again, as long as this pace stays slow, it really is to Gunnar's advantage. And AJ, if I'm AJ Gray, I'm thinking, what can I do to speed this up? What can I do to make this a high-paced affair?
You got to kind of stick and move a little bit more than AJ's doing. But I think he wants to go toe-to-toe with Gunnar. There's some pride here on the line. Yes, absolutely, he could try and use his speed to his advantage, but to a certain extent, doesn't that feel like running away?
Well, not only that, but when you're getting beat up, it doesn't matter. And as I say that, he's able to throw Gunnar Miller into the post. The referee's up to a 6 count. AJ Gray's busted open.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, I don't know if it's his nose or his lip. It's difficult to tell from our vantage point. Maybe.
I think it's his nose. And this is a bunch of different things and factors that it brings into the match. If his nose is busted, if it's possibly broken, a move like that's going to completely aggravate it, but it's also going to cause his eyes to water. He's going to have more difficulty seeing. But there is another gear that a lot of people hit when they taste, when they smell their own blood. We'll see what happens.
Able to kick out there. Look, we've kind of been a back and forth, but really Gunnar does have the advantage at this point, and he's a champion too, which means AJ Gray has to beat him.
Oh my God! Folded like an accordion, and not even a good one.
Oh, that was close.
I am shocked.
That was really close. Gunnar Miller needs to stick with it here. He's got AJ Gray hurt. He can't give him an inch because it could cost him.
He almost split AJ into two separate human
that
beings with that
jackhammer.
spear, gathering his jackhammer right in the middle of the ring.
That's it. A decisive victory for Gunnar Miller tonight at such great heights.
AJ Gray is great, but Gunnar Miller is next level. He is at the absolute top, and what an incredible set of momentum for the 1%. Later tonight on Powerbomb TV, you will see Alexander James take on Fred Yehai, and you will see Logan Easton Leroux, the ace of the 1%, defend his PWI Ultra J Championship against Sage Phillips in the culmination of a heated rivalry. You can only see those matches if you sign up right now for Powerbomb TV with the code NOVAPRO. We're going to be calling it.
If you are watching us right now on Facebook, on YouTube, there is still time to sign up for Powerbomb.tv and check out the complete, live, uncut, uncensored version of Such Great Heights, kicking off in just a few moments. But first, our next contest is a grudge match set for one fall.
This is it, the final match of the pre-show, and we are saving the most heated, bloodthirsty contest for last. It might not look like that at the start, but I promise you it's true, because that man, Bo Crockett, is a piece of scum.
Yeah, Bo Crockett's a jerk, and I don't like him at all. I don't care about professionalism. I think he's really a definitively bad human being.
I mean, neither does Bo. Let's be clear. You don't care about professionalism. That man cares even less.
He's out here acting like he has fun. He hates fun. He viciously, brutally attacked Innocent Isaiah, his tag team partner.
For anyone who doesn't know, who's joining us for the first time, which you might be because of Powerbomb TV, that man, Bo Crockett, used to be in a team called Cutie and the Beast with one of the most beloved members of the NOVAPRO roster. With Innocent Isaiah. He was a beloved figure. Bo was even a beloved figure. Imagine that. That man was made beloved.
And his opponent, in the Far East, they call him Shinsuke Nakamura. South of the border, they call him El Rey de Chocolate. We call him Shuggy Sugar
Here comes Shug D, his opponent again. You know, Bo Crockett hates fun. Shug D likes fun.
Natural enemies.
I mean, that's really what this comes down to. I mean, this is Bo Crockett is like maybe the least likable person on the NOVAPRO roster.
You know, Bo Crockett may be one of the least likable people in the world.
Again, we're talking over this entrance here because there are some copyright issues, but we want to thank everybody who's joined us on the NOVAPRO YouTube channel. We want to thank everybody who's joined us on the Independent Wrestling Facebook page. We want to thank everybody watching at Powerbomb.tv. And again, we want to invite you to subscribe to Powerbomb.tv right now. You can check out the rest of this huge NOVAPRO event. Such great heights here from Annandale, Virginia. Got multiple big matches, including Sanjay Dutt versus Jonathan Gresham for the Powerbomb.tv independent title. Fred Yehai versus Alexander James. David Starr and Eric Royal now versus the Ugly Ducklings. Tim Donst versus Jimmy Jacobs. Logan Easton Leroux defending the PWI Ultra J title against Sage Phillips and more. Oh my God. Huge sucker punch again. Everybody subscribe to
Yeah, but he's conging up. He's conging up. He's using the power of the dance.
I cannot believe what we're witnessing here. Shug using fun to his advantage. Oh my God.
Despite himself, he will feel the beat.
Bo Crockett is overwhelmed by the power of Shug D. Now we've seen some dramatic tests of strength tonight, but we've not seen one that's led to this high-level dance technique. 6.25 stars rated. Unbelievable stuff here by Shug Dunkerton. He's really, you want to talk about controlling the pace. I mean, this is a new way of
using the body to feel the rhythm of the night and make that rhythm fight the other guy all the way there.
We have to put like a TM exponent even when you say that. I cannot believe this is still going on. He does,
Really?
he does.
Have you seen a Sugar Dunkerton match? I absolutely believe it. This is how Shug D is able to get the advantage. He's got this power of fun, he's got his power of dance, but he is also one fine professional wrestler. He gets you off your game by getting into the rhythm.
Great technique on that dip, by the way. Excellent form on the dip. Bo Crockett totally lost, doesn't know what to do. He better
dip
pay
and
attention.
dive!
Huge dive. And that might be the worst place to have to take a dive because there's nobody to fall down onto. You go straight down to the floor, onto that linoleum.
You notice there's no mats there whatsoever.
This crowd a little bit upset as the music finally turns off.
We promised you a grudge match, and this is what we are finally getting. Make no mistake, the fun and games are over.
Huge media there. Shug D still got his sunglasses on.
You know, these two guys have fought a couple different times. Shug eliminated Bo Crockett in our Survivor Series match at our last show. And before that, Bo pinned Shug in a four-way at Pumpkin Spice Lariats. These guys have traded victories in multi-man matches, and now they finally have an opportunity to go one-on-one. We were talking about this before. We have seen what Bo does when he has the opportunity to inflict violence. He is a sadistic human being who destroyed his former best friend and tag team partner, Innocent Isaiah, and we have not seen Isaiah in months. In many ways, Sugar Dunkerton is the heir apparent to the kind of festive and fun and bright joy that Isaiah used to bring to the NOVAPRO roster, and that is why this man, Bo Crockett, wants to extinguish the passionate, fiery, salsa-esque flame of Shug D.
I totally agree with that. I mean, I definitely think Shug D reminds Bo in a bad way of Innocent Isaiah. He doesn't want any part of this. He wants to hurt Shug D. He doesn't just want to beat him. And right there, big chop. Going down low with that gut attack, high kick up on the chin. Bo rattled. Nice forearm right on the chin.
Rest rocked his jaw. That was beautiful placement and a tremendous amount of impact. I think what you said a moment ago is exactly correct. A lot of the guys in this roster respect each other. Whether they like each other or not, they respect each other, and they're trying to win matches. Bo Crockett just wants to hurt people. And you'll notice that the Carnies are not on the rest of this card. This is Bo Crockett by himself with a personal vendetta. He's not here on Carney business. He is here to try and attack and destroy Sugar Dunkerton. He got him right in the center of the ring.
Man, that was a great, great cradle. Nice pinning combination. Bo, I think he needs to follow up here. He's got Shug on the ropes, literally on the ropes. Shug able to block that. Hold on. Again, we want to thank everybody for viewing. Please join into the conversation on Twitter. Hashtag such great hype. This huge event just a little bit away from the main card starting on powerbomb.tv. Again, subscribe using the promo code NOVAPRO to get 20 days for free. Huge running headbutt.
Incredible.
He's got that leg hooked. Able to roll that shoulder. I thought it was a little bit too close for the ropes anyway, but he didn't know where he was. I mean, that would have been it if he was not able to roll that shoulder.
That's what's great about Shug D. He is always able to turn it up to another level. He's able to have his fun, but he gets vicious just like anybody else, and he is such a precision striker. You see how well he places each of those hits. Back chops and front jabs. What an incredible one hand behind his back technique.
Huge flurry. Maybe he should have been in that Lucas Calhoun karate invitation.
I was about to say, we saw Aaron Biggs earlier laying in some chops, and I was about to say, I think there was a ton of people that could have kept going if that match hadn't ended.
This crowd really getting behind Sugar Dunkerton. Always a favorite everywhere he goes. Bo hiding behind the ref.
There's so many things that Bo Crockett does that is despicable, like that, a poke in the eye.
No, come on. Not this.
And
garbage.
Hey, look, Bo Crockett won, everybody. Let's all celebrate and cheer and be happy, except that nobody is because everybody doesn't like Bo. He's a good wrestler, but no one likes him. He's a bad person.
You know what? I don't care if you win because you're the better guy, but because you hide behind an official and poke somebody in the eye. I guess we should be lucky he didn't try to break his neck like he did to Innocent Isaiah a few months back.
Bo Crockett's the kind of guy who probably thinks that Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice is a good movie.
I'm not sure Bo Crockett thinks about anything other than hurting people and being a disrespectful jerk. But he does get the win tonight. It is a win. A win is a win. He strategized. He came with a game plan. Shug D tried to bring out the fun in Bo Crockett, maybe psych him out a little bit, and it just didn't work. It doesn't matter if I like it. It doesn't matter if you like it. What I do like is that the main card of Such Great Heights is about to start on Powerbomb.tv. Get to Powerbomb.tv right now. We want to thank everybody who joined us on YouTube.
Real quick, what match are you looking forward to most, Dylan? Of the main card, what are you looking forward to?
Fred Yehi, Alexander James.
Jimmy Jacobs versus Tim Donst.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching us on Powerbomb TV, you're all set. You will get the complete card kicking off in just 5 minutes. But if you are watching us on Facebook or YouTube, this is where we leave you. But it is not too late. The rest of Such Great Heights comes to you in just 5 minutes on Powerbomb.tv. Go, wait no longer, and sign up. Use the code NOVAPRO, and you can see all of the action. Safety first, Tim Donst versus the Zombie Princess. Jimmy Jacobs kicks us off in 5 minutes. Go to Powerbomb.tv and you will see us waving from Such Great Heights in just